The ground itself looked like a cradle, like some giant asteroid had just slammed into the earth. And in the middle of this crater stood two figures, me, Sinju, and this kid, Lin. We just had the fight of our lives. It was exhilarating. Lin, a light-skinned kid with stark white hair peeking out from under his shadow cloak, was a mess. His arm was broken, a leg too, but he had that goblin blood in him. I watched as he just twisted them back into place. The crunching sound was sickening, but he just gritted his teeth. His goblin form was already regenerating the damage, the flesh knitting itself back together. Me, I was just standing there, unfazed. My red and gold dragon armor hadn't even taken a scratch. I let the dragon-shaped helmet retract. It rolled back and disappeared, revealing my face. I looked him over, a smirk playing on my lips. "You got any other moves?" Lin shot me a glare. "Don't get cocky," he snapped, but there was a hint of a smile there too. "I haven't even used my sword this whole fight." He pointed a thumb over his shoulder to the goblin blade strapped to his back. "So technically," he said, crossing his arms with a wince, "I was holding back." "Whatever," I scoffed, but I was impressed. This kid had power. With a thought, my full dragon armor shimmered and condensed, flowing back into the form of my usual red and gold dragon scale cloak. The sudden absence of the armor's weight made me realize something. "Man, I'm hungry now," I grumbled. "Yeah, me too," Lin chimed in, his own stomach letting out a ferocious rumble that echoed across the crater. "I have some candy," a small voice called out. We both turned. Perched on a nearby rock, completely unfazed by the devastation around her, was Amira. She's this little witch girl, never without her spellbook, and next to her, preening, was her pet dragon, Avedon. He used to be a little guy, but now he was a full-sized dragon, his scales shimmering like red and gold diamonds, his wings catching the light like faceted jewels. Amira tossed a piece of candy high into the air, and Avedon snatched it with a flick of his massive head. Lin and I just stared. "Nah," we said in unison, clutching our stomachs. "We need some real food." Avedon swallowed his treat and let out a puff of smoke. His voice, deep and resonant, rumbled in our minds. "Well, maybe you shouldn't have wasted all your energy fighting all day." "Yeah, we have been here for a while now," Amira added, patting Avedon's leg. She was right, the sun was starting to set. Okay, let's just go," I said, cutting them off. "We don't need a lecture from a little girl and a dragon. We're hungry." A little while later, we were crammed into a booth at our favorite spot, the Gourmet Goblin. True to our word, Lin and I had practically ordered the entire menu. The table was overflowing with plates of roasted meats, steaming stews, and mountains of bread. We were inhaling food like we hadn't eaten in a week. Amira just nibbled on a piece of bread, watching us with an amused expression. Avedon, in his smaller, more manageable form, was curled up under the table, happily crunching on some enchanted bones the owner had given him. Between massive bites, I looked over at Amira. "So, Amira," I said, my mouth full, "you sure you don't want to see what Avedon will look like as a human? Not even a little curious what type of guy he'd be? You have that transformation spell, don't you?" Amira's eyes widened and she looked down at the dragon under the table, a thoughtful, almost shy look on her face. Lin choked on his drink and I just grinned. The fight was over, but the fun was just getting started.